document showed that Hillary Clinton took exceptional interest in the search for the tomb of Gilgamesh.
America is saying he had a strange creature sighting in his yard. Not only that, but the day after seeing this creature,
something strange is going on. Bigfoot isn't even hiding anymore.
Hey you guys, welcome back to another CC Reacts, where you watch the fun, weird, crazy, and interesting and question everything. Real or fake, you decide, let me know, leave it in the comments below. I will meet you there after the video. Maybe a trigger warning or two, I never know what we're gonna see. It is just the craziness that you guys upload and we come across, so we'll put that out there just in case, trigger warning or two. The video is for entertainment purposes only. Huge shout out to you guys. Thank you for the support and the interaction on the channel. And I hope you enjoy the video, so let's get into it. Oh no. Look the ocean. Oh no. Oh, okay. They're getting away. Oh no.
Yo, look at this dude right here. Yo, look at this dude. He got the... Man, I know he done dropped some packages. Dang, cuz. Got the whole door open.
Like,
Yo, look at this.
that guy is just tempting somebody to do like the Fast and Furious thing, right?
I don't know if you guys watch the Super Bowl commercials. They always are interesting. The Ritz commercial talks about an island. The Nerds commercial shows a guy who looks like Jeffrey Epstein. The Pringles commercial, you see them eating a Pringles human.
Ads were really weird. The Ritz Cracker ad was about a party on an island, and these two dudes were salty that they weren't invited until Scarlett Johansson invited them.
Scene
then
of
they
her shirt.
weren't mad anymore
That
and
pattern.
joined the party. It seems like they're saying that we're just salty we weren't invited to the parties too. In the Nerds commercial, they got a dude who looked just like Jeffrey Epstein eating candy with children running around in his background. In the Pringles commercial, Sabrina Carpenter had a boyfriend who was made out of Pringles. Suddenly he dies and then everyone just starts eating him. This shocks Sabrina Carpenter until she gets a bite for herself. Then she made a face like, oh, it's really not that bad. They trying to tell us don't knock it until you try it, bro. Eat people, gang. In the Alexa commercial, Chris Hemsworth was telling his wife how he was scared about the AI and she was just telling him that he was crazy. And then the AI suggested to give him a back massage and then everything was good. Like that was it. It's like they're telling us we're doing too much about the AI.
Document showed that Hillary Clinton took exceptional interest in the search for the tomb of Gilgamesh. There is an ongoing conspiracy theory that the real motivation for the invasion of Iraq was to find the tomb of Gilgamesh. Why on earth would Hillary Clinton be interested in Gilgamesh?
Gilgamesh, he was a giant. He was half God, half man. He was on a quest for immortality. I think they really wanted to find his tomb to see if they can do a DNA test.
One of the things that they might have recovered in Iraq was a Stargate.
Saddam was learning how to activate these things. He was getting ready to expose this to the world. His new museum that he had just built with all the information that can prove that there was an ancient advanced civilization and an ancient airport with beings flying and landing here in Iraq. And they were going to expose all of this.
Spaceships.
Yeah.
I'm just a baby seedling for like these topics. I have no idea. So like hearing them, relatively new. Stargates. So wait, Stargates are like port. Oh, I know that because I watched Stargate and I actually really liked it. That was really good. And they have seasons. Oh, it's not about Stargate. They have seasons. Stargates and Iraq. Portals. Oh, see, I don't have one direction to go on. My brain is like 8 different roads to take. So I'm just going to meet you in the comments with this one. It's like new information, but brain doesn't know where to put it.
People.
This took
we were camping
3
the other
easy
day,
ingredients.
and my son wanted some grits. So we didn't have a bowl or anything to make them in. So I told him, I said, look, get your grits, put them in a bottle, put the water in them, and let them set. You know, you can heat the water up on the fire and let them set, and they'll cook. Well, so he takes the grits, and we're going to show y'all what happened. So he takes his grits, he opens them up. Look here, instant grits, butter flavored.
Oh,
I'll
cheese
use a
grits
bunch.
are
Just gonna put a
so
little bit.
good with some
So he
shrimp.
takes his instant grits. He pours them in the bottle. Man, we'll just, we'll be nasty with it. Okay, so a little grits. He went ahead and added his pepper. So we'll put pepper in there. He added his pepper. We'll show y'all what instant grits and pepper does. We're gonna waste all our pepper.
That's a lot of pepper.
And he added his water.
And I like pepper.
So, show y'all what happened. Once he added all his ingredients, here, he shook it up. And he was mixing it up. Well, we noticed that the bottle was starting to get tight. Get tighter, tighter, tighter. So I was like, okay, y'all need to put that bottle down because it's like really getting tight. So this is what you're eating, people.
What?
Keep watching. Pay attention. Where did it go? It disintegrated. No bottle. Y'all.
This took 3 simple ingredients. Be careful what you eat. Leave your thoughts in the comments.
Now, like, okay, I love pepper. I I put pepper on everything. Grits. Oh my gosh, now it's all I can think about is some cheese grits, some shrimp. Oh, okay. Anyways, was it the pepper? Like, it wasn't a little bit of pepper. Like there was more pepper in there than grits. So was it the pepper? Please don't tell me like grits are gonna. I've had grits and I haven't imploded. So I mean, like, it's got to be the pepper, right? You guys help me. Help me. Oh man, do not take my grits from me.
Eddie Merrick is saying he had a strange creature sighting in his yard. Not only that, but the day after seeing this creature, he developed a strange eye condition called residual snow syndrome, which later caused his eyes to change colors. If it couldn't get any weirder, that property was later part of a forced government sale. Now under the ownership of the U.S. government. This property is west of Dayton, Ohio, along Route 4, and he said his family bought it when he was 7 years old. It was about 7 acres. Pretty much as soon as they moved in, he had a hard time sleeping, so he would often sneak out his window and go roam the property at night. By the way, if you're new here, this is Spooky Scary Storytime, the series where I share listeners' allegedly true stories about the creepiest or most unbelievable things that's ever happened to them. So anyway, Eric's out there one night. He said it was probably like a little bit past bedtime. Everybody was asleep. He was sitting out there staring at the sky, just alone, just kind of taking in nature, and he'd never seen anything strange out there before. But out of the corner of his eye, he sees a light, and it's coming through the treetops. So he looks over, and he sees a bird flying backwards. Being 7 years old, he had absolutely no explanation for the light, maybe a car in the distance, but there were no other houses around, and he had absolutely no explanation for this bird flying backward. He squinted his eyes to look and saw trees coming into focus and fading out in the distance as if they were appearing and then disappearing. It spooked him, so he ran back to the house and didn't see anything strange for a few weeks after, until another night when he was out there walking around and he heard one of the dogs going crazy in the kennels. So he walked over to investigate. He knew it was the family's red-nosed pit bull because he recognized her bark, and as he approached the cage, he saw the silhouette of something climbing the fence out of the kennel and run on all fours to a nearby tree. He couldn't make out the details of this creature. He was still too far away, but whatever it was shocked him because it moved so fast. When it reached the tree, it stood up on 2 legs, and he said it looked at him and smiled. He said it had a wide mouth and I could make out the whites of its teeth. He said standing on 2 legs, he could make out that it looked like it was built like a little boy. It stood just over a foot tall. It had a human-shaped head and human ears, but it seemed to be covered in like a dull gray fur. He said it had human-shaped hands but long talons on its fingertips, and as he stood there in shock trying to make out whatever this was, the dog was going crazy. He said the dog barking broke this thing's focus on him, and it looked at the dog and started speaking in this weird human-like voice, but it was not speaking human language. He said I couldn't make out what it was saying, but it was just these strange little noises, almost like it was cussing the dog out. It then climbed up a tree like a squirrel would using its claws. When it reached near the top of the tree, Eric could see it again, and it stood on a branch on 2 legs, Turned to look at him again. He said the tree didn't have a lot of brush on it at this time of year, so he could make out that its feet were also hands with talons. He said as it stared at me, it slowly vanished from bottom to top until all that remained looking at me was the dull red of its eyes. He did note that it had black pupils, but eventually the eyes disappeared as well. He said as it disappeared, he saw the color around it, like in the atmosphere, change, almost as if it was manipulating the airspace around it. He didn't have the words, of course, at the time to describe the atmosphere or anything like that, but he says in retrospect, that's what he thinks it was doing. He said after it left, the dog went back to her normal happy self. She stopped barking. She was wagging his tail at him. So he decided he was going to enter her kennel and make sure she was okay. He noticed a bunch of puncture wounds on her head, but also that her water bowl was empty. They always did a good job of making sure the dogs were fed and watered, so he assumed that this thing must have crawled in the cage to get her water. The next day he woke up and his eyes had changed to blue. His condition was later diagnosed as residual snow syndrome. More commonly known as visual snow syndrome, but it's a neurological issue in which a person sees tiny white flickering dots across their line of sight. Sometimes it's accompanied by other symptoms like migraines, difficulty seeing at night, or light sensitivity. Chronic condition, and they don't know what causes it other than it stems from hyperactivity in the brain's visual cortex, but treatment focuses on symptom management because they don't have a cure. Eric says he sees a lot more now, especially in the reflection of blue light. The family moved and the property was sold to a strange private company. Years later, he was in the area and was curious about what happened to the property, so he drove by and saw that the house had knocked down and there was some kind of mining operation set up. He didn't know exactly what they were mining, but he could see a dull blue light emitting from inside the quarry. He also said while he was in the area, he felt this strange energetic pull that gave him a headache, so he left. He then found out that the mining operation was shut down and the property is now owned by the U.S. government. He did say that RSS, his condition, isn't necessarily a disability as much as it is an enhancement. As he said, he can see more now. He goes, I don't know if this is spooky enough for your channel. Of course it is. So let him know what you think. He'll be saying in the comments. And if you have a story you think nobody else would believe, please send it in. We would love to hear it.
When it comes to like cryptids, my mind was racing through of what, I don't know. I didn't have one that planted and stayed of what I thought that could be. Let me know. Drop it in the comments. Maybe if you like really know your cryptids, what was it? Let me know.
Something strange is going on. Bigfoot isn't even hiding anymore. If you guys haven't noticed, over the last few days in Ohio, there have been multiple Bigfoot sightings. In just a moment, I'm going to show you one of the videos that looks pretty real. That certainly doesn't mean it is real. It could be a hoax. They all could be a hoax. But I'm seeing a pattern here. Bigfoot, supernatural, paranormal things, they're becoming more and more prevalent everywhere. I want you to watch this video, watch it closely, zoom in, take screenshots, do whatever you need to do. And I want you to tell me in the comments, could this be a real Bigfoot? If so, is it a biological Bigfoot or something more spiritual?
Ooh, I don't know. That thing's arms are huge. Like past
Something strange.
Oh man, I get so excited. Anything to do with Bigfoot. Is it real? I don't know. Do I think they're all real? No, I don't think they're all real. I question all of them. I would like to know. I always feel like a go-to is to look at the arms, how long the arms are, because some of the footage you see, like these things are massive. What are your thoughts? Why don't you let me know what you think? Analyze this video and drop it in the comments.
For the ladies present today, congratulations on an amazing accomplishment.
Go ladies.
You should be proud of all that you have achieved to this point in your young lives.
Fuck yeah. I don't know why you're just singling out women. I mean, you can just talk to people. People are a thing in this day and age. It's fine.
I want to speak directly to you briefly because I think it is you, the women, who have had the most diabolical lies told to you.
Oh no, this is going pear-shaped. This is gonna go tits up. What? Okay, diabolical lies. Gee, he's about to go full meninist on us, isn't he? He is. He's gonna do it. Some blokes just aren't. They'll do it. They'll do it. Especially the well-groomed guys this day and age. I don't know what it is. If you're a well-groomed man at the moment, I don't have much trust for you, to be honest. I don't know. Dr. Peterson told you to tidy up and wash yourself. Now you tell everyone else what to do. Fuck me dead.
How many of you are sitting here now about to cross this stage and are thinking about all the promotions and titles you are going to get in your career? Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world.
Yes, that's good. Wow, he is up with the times. Some of you women may have successful careers in the world. For a while now, women have been in the workforce, and it is something that they really fought for in many ways. I don't think they were diabolically lied to get there. They wanted, oh man.
But I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world.
Woo! Yeah. Look, we all want to be in love. That's very nice. That's good. Not the most excited thing when you're early 20s. Yeah, you've done all your studying. Now, sweet, yeah, I'll go out and become a baby factory straight away. I don't know if that's where collectively women's minds are at in this day and age. Look, the Misso and I have one kid, and one and done. We're kind of, that's enough, you know, because you do slip into kind of stereotypical gender roles a little bit. It can happen because straight away, kids born, survival mode, fucking you do this, I'll do that, whatever we're hardwired to do, no worries. But you got to push against that a little bit. You got to go, hang on, no. Teamwork will make the dream work here. So let's fucking, you do a bit of that, I'll do a bit of this, you do a bit of that, and that's probably, hopefully, going to be a good thing for everyone. Oh no, little buddy, you've gone full Handmaid's Tale.
I can tell you that my beautiful wife, Isabel, would be the first to say that her life truly started when she began living her vocation as a wife and as a mother.
Let's bring out Isabel. No, I don't know her, but I wonder if he read this out loud to her beforehand. I don't know.
I'm on this stage today and able to be the man I am because I have a wife who leans into her vocation. I'm beyond blessed with the many talents God has given me, but it cannot be overstated that all of my success is made possible because a girl I met in band class back in middle school would convert to the faith, become my wife, and embrace one of the most important titles of all.
Handmaid.
Homemaker.
Yeah. Shake it off, everyone. Just shake it off.
For the ladies present today, congratulations on an amazing accomplishment.
Go, ladies.
You should be proud.
Person swears that them and their cousin went through a portal in Haiti.
I'm 33 years old. The things that I've seen, it's just incredible. Incredible. Until today, when I make these contents, some people are still saying, you know, they don't believe this, they don't believe that. I should be recording this, I should be recording that. But most of these things that I've actually saw were actually in Haiti. If you think that the average person is running around with an iPhone or a Samsung in Haiti, you lost your mind. Okay? Like, we live by eyesight. Okay, that's it. By eyesight. But this is a story for many who actually understand that we do not live alone. We don't. So many things around us. So, I was probably about 7 years old. Okay? And I was actually in the street of Port-au-Prince. I was not nowhere in no suburb or anything. The capital, where it's like full of people. Okay? So, I'm there, and it was with my cousin. We were so tight, you know, like everywhere that I'll go, like, 'cause since he was older, he was always with me, you know, just to make sure that nothing happens to me or anything like that, you know. But it was like kind of like nighttime, but it was not late. It was like 7-8 p.m. And like we walking down the street, and it was we actually lived in Simon at this point. If you Haitian, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's literally like maybe a couple miles from Cité Soleil. And you know how like that area is. People just walk. Like when it gets to around that time, literally, it's kind of like New York City. You bump into people. And then 8 p.m., that's still early. All of a sudden, it gets like completely empty. It was just me and my cousin. There was nobody around. Nobody. It's kind of like everyone disappeared. And then I'm asking him what's going on. He's like, don't say nothing. Just keep moving. And I'm like, I'm starting to get scared. So I'm like walking, walking as fast as I can. And he's walking right next to me. And he's like, let me hold your hand. Let's keep going. He's older than me. So he's trying to like make sure that like we both get back home safe. And then what I heard was a band. We call it bunrara. It's literally people with tambourines and trumpets and different like homemade instruments. They play around the streets in Haiti, and then like people love that. But this particular band, it's not the same. This is a demonic one. This one, we were told, if you hear that at night and you don't see anybody around, not only that, you in a different portal with them, but they actually after you. And do not turn around. Don't turn around and just keep moving. My cousin makes sure that I did not turn my head around. And every time that I tried, he just like pulling me, don't turn around. We gotta get home safe. We gotta get home safe. And they followed us for at least a couple of miles. And then when the whole thing stopped, the streets was filled up with people all over again. All over again. So even after that, like I started to understand. I started to like, do some more research when I grew up. I actually walked into a different portal with my cousin. And these things were after us. Because all these people suddenly disappeared. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. If you Haitian, you know what I'm talking about. Like Simon, Cité Soleil. 2 miles from one another. People walk. It looks like New York City, where it's just like people just walking, bumping, like on each other, up until like midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. And then all of a sudden, disappeared. And then we heard that Bon Sampwell, that's what they call them, in the back. And then we just kept on moving. Yes, we jumped through a portal, and these things were after us. If you don't believe me, that's fine. But if you're spiritual and you understand that these things do exist, parallel universe, portals, demons, even angels, you know what I'm talking about.
I couldn't even imagine. I'm just sitting in that story, just like thinking about what he's talking about and how insane that is. Wow.
Earth is going through a spiritual flu right now, and a lot of us are going through it too. So many of you probably feel like, oh my God, I don't know why I feel like this, baby. It's because the earth is vibrating higher and we are vibrating with it as well. Okay, here's the thing. A lot of people feel like CERN machine is the reason why the weather has been all crazy. One day it's hot, one day it's cold. No, it is because Mother Earth is having flu symptoms right now. And like I said, we have those too. So a lot of us probably feel right now like you are very weak. You are very fatigued because I've been sleeping like a newborn baby. Do you hear me? Right? That it's not the real flu. Okay, a lot of us have a lot of sinus headaches, right? A lot of pressure behind the eye, that pulsing, pounding headache at the crown of your head, the ear ringing, the throat chakra itchy, and all that good stuff, right? Y'all, it's not the actual flu. It is a spiritual flu. At least that's the name that I'm giving it, okay? Like I said before, y'all, we are going through a split from the 3D to the 5D run, right? We are going through this big transformation, this major transition. And as the earth is vibrating higher, we as humans, or spiritual beings, we are vibrating at a higher frequency as well. So right now, our body is going through rewiring, right? It's purging, it's detoxing, it's doing all types of funky shit. And I ain't even gonna lie to you, baby. It's a little bit too much for the girl to handle, but chosen ones, this is it. This is what we've been waiting for.
Oh, it's not How often does something like this happen?
Vanessa, what do you want to eat? You got shot on you.
Oh my god. All right, you guys, I am going to end it there. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, let me know. Leave it in the comments. I will meet you guys there. Do not forget to question everything. And until next time, stay safe.